Oh yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. Let's see. Let's get back to these videos real quick. I just seen something I'm gonna have to do in a minute.
Shout out to Google Bingo because I don't know if people who are watching are noticing, but Giggle Bean Co. is carving the land, and it's a good one. It's a good way to put yourself in front of people. Everything that's going on, I really like it. I like Giggles. Giggles is cool.
She's a great person.
Oh,
Her and
listen,
Pam are
fuck
just
it.
really good people.
Beautiful
She
heart.
said she took over everything. All the roses.
She has a way of just like wiggling in and being like, hi.
Every Friday on the Higher Desert Exotics podcast, we give away packs just like these from Giggle Bean Co. So if you'd like a chance to win, like some of our lucky winners, then come check us out at 6 on Fridays, Mountain Standard Time, for your chance.
Channels 1.
Today on Forbes, why Donald Trump will be good for weed. The cannabis world has high hopes for the second Trump presidency. While 38 states have some form of legal marijuana sales, in a market that's estimated to be $30 billion annually, cannabis is still illegal federally. This means plant-touching companies fall under a punitive tax code meant for illicit drug traffickers that eats into profitability. Despite the seeming ubiquity of dispensaries and Americans smoking, eating, and drinking products infused with THC, unlicensed cannabis sales are still rampant, and legal intoxicating hemp products are sold everywhere. And while the Biden administration began the historic move to reschedule marijuana under the Controlled Substances Act to a less severe category, that process has hit political and bureaucratic roadblocks. A look at Trump's first term in the White House does not exactly paint him as a friend of the industry. Within the first month of his presidency in 2017, the Trump administration put the recreational marijuana industry on notice, threatening, quote, greater enforcement of federal law. Then U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions rescinded the Obama-era policies that allowed the recreational pot industry to flourish, sparking fear and paranoia across the industry. But eventually, Trump, who like Biden does not drink alcohol, left the state-licensed marijuana trade alone. Since leaving office, however, his stance has evolved. On the campaign trail, Trump voiced his support for rescheduling, passing bank reform, and reiterated his belief in a states' rights approach to legalization. As a Palm Beach resident, he also expressed his support for Florida's Amendment 3, which would have legalized recreational cannabis in the state, though the measure failed to reach the 60% threshold required for passage. The evolution of Trump's position is why Boris Jordan, the billionaire CEO and chairman of Connecticut-based Curaleaf, a vertically integrated cannabis company with 152 dispensaries across 19 states, says he sees a bright side to a second Trump presidency. Jordan tells Forbes, quote, I am cautiously optimistic. The one thing that I know about Trump is that if he makes a commitment to do something, he, at a minimum, tries to do it. He doesn't always succeed in doing it, but at least tries. Jordan says that because Trump, quote, to cannabis reform while campaigning this year, and is, quote, on record with his views, the second Trump term will likely be good for the industry.
So for the naysayers, that would mean like what they be talking about, like what he said about the wall. He said he would try to get a wall, but that was left to the voters, and the voters denied that because hey, he suggested it, and it's up to y'all to pay for it. So that's why he left it to y'all for the vote. Didn't happen. It's not his fault. That's what he suggested. Nobody wanted to pay for it though, right? Shit happens, but you know, hell, as far as the banking goes, hopefully that'll be a presidential order. That way, it ain't nothing else left to say about it. Like, yeah, nah, we're gonna let the cannabis industry in here. Y'all making 30 billion a year. We gonna have to collect them taxes off of that and go on about our business until they get rid of taxes, because you know that'll be what they say. Well, tariffs and we're gonna charge people for selling weed. Fuck it, that's how America makes his money. Shout out to the new currency coming up because you know it's gonna be a cannabis coin. Shout out to that cannabis coin. It's gonna be that thing. I ain't gonna be that hot tool coin because you know we ain't gonna be scamming people, but you know how